Attention gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro. See, they want you to be just like them in society. They want you to think the same way they think. Listen, if you don't think the way they think, oh, they trying to shadow ban you. They trying to block you. Listen, they trying to talk down on your name. Oh, what you mean you don't want to think like us? Listen, in a melanated community, they have gangs. Listen, this is what they not telling you. In the melanated community, if you go against the agendas that's being pushed to the melanated community, listen, they have gangs and they will come for you. Listen, they want you to go out there and talk to women like Cardi B. Listen, you don't need Cardi B's. You need to go get you a virgin. They want you to stay strictly in the state you were born in America. They want you to stay in that city. If you leave that city, they're going to talk down on you because you made it out the matrix. Listen, you got to understand, these people, they're going to fight as hard as possible to keep the matrix going. I'm telling you, they're going to fight. I repeat, they're going to fight as hard as possible to keep the matrix going. They do not like the truth. The truth is uncomfortable. You got to understand. Listen, they want you to be a victim just like them. If you're not a victim, if you're walking out with your chest up, if you're walking up with your head held high and you don't want to date a single mother with 3 children, even though you have 0 children, listen, they're going to talk down on you. But you got to understand, let the noise be the noise. Listen, let the noise be the noise. And I'm going to say it like that. Let the noise be the noise. Listen, you can't let the noise stop you. You got to treat the noise as your theme music. Listen, they don't like you because you that dude. You really tell the truth. Listen, I'm out here seeing the game, the dating game, like an NFL scout. I'm watching all these college players say down said hut. They're in the game. So they don't realize the opening holes where they should have threw the ball. They're throwing interceptions. I'm trying to tell them how to avoid throwing interceptions. I'm trying to tell them simply, run the ball more. They're saying, no, we're just going to keep throwing the ball. And they're playing against D1 corners. Picture that. For everybody who is into football, which me, I'm not into football, but if you understand football, you got to realize they're trying to throw the ball with a 68 overall quarterback against top 99 overall specialty cornerbacks. That's how life is. And I keep telling them, stop throwing the ball. You have a 99 overall running back. They don't give the running back the ball at all. They keep throwing it to the 56 overall receivers with the 68 overall quarterback against 99 overall defensive backs and cornerbacks. And I keep telling them to give the ball to the running back with the 99 overall. Everybody want to score, but they don't want to wait. Yeah, they see, everybody want that Hail Mary pass. No one wants to wait and pass the ball off to the running back and him break 8 tackles because it takes too long. He got to shake too many dudes off. He got to stiff arm too many people. So listen, the average person in America, they hate stiff arming. They hate stiff arming toxic people. Listen, they get disrespected. They get treated bad by women. Listen, they're focused on a woman in their city. They don't actually think big. They think small. They think, yeah, I'm going to be the man of my city. Why wouldn't you be the man around the whole entire world? Universal. Isn't that thinking big? I'm the man in every country I go to. I could pull up to America. I'm the man. I could pull up to Cape Town, South Africa. I'm the man. I could pull up to Asia. I'm the man. I could pull up to Europe, Russia. I'm still the man. They only want you to be the man in your small town. Your small town of 150,000. They want you to be the man right there. But oh no, you cannot be the man of your state. You cannot be the man of all 50 states. Listen, they want you to focus on the girls in Miami. But when I get to Miami, I'm not going to focus on a woman in Miami. I'm going to be thinking about Puerto Rico. They want you to have a limited mindset. So when the girls in Miami treat you bad, guess what? Those are the only women you're focusing on. You're not focusing on any of the 50 states. You're just focusing on one state of women. So when one state of women treat you bad and don't respect you, your life is over. That's why you're depressed. A lot of dudes don't have their passport and they're trying to give advice. They're trying to give advice and they've never traveled. How can you tell somebody that was born in Alabama that the love of their life is probably somewhere in the middle of Brazil, but they'll never find that love of their life because they're limited on other people projecting their beliefs onto that person in Alabama? Listen, I'm here to tell you that you could be that person in Alabama that can find love in Brazil, and you can actually be established and kick your feet up and have a family in Brazil if that's what you want. Listen, as men, we have to be more than conquerors. Like the Bible said, we are more than conquerors. Listen, just how we conquered our lust, but God says we're more than conquerors. Listen, we need to be explorers as men. Listen, y'all want to stay in the United States. How will you ever experience women outside of the United States? And if you do want the wife in the United States, at least travel the whole world before you come back to the United States and get that wife. Then I feel that's appropriate to get a U.S. woman. Once you travel the whole world first. Dudes limit their options. Listen, how are you trying to vet women who live in Houston? They're all listening to Sexy Red and Glorilla. They're all listening to Lotto. They're all listening to Lotto. Dudes is wasting their time trying to vet women who listen to Lotto. Listen, that's already a red flag. They talk down on men. They have no respect for men. A woman who has respect for men, listen, she dressed modest because she has respect for men. A lot of these women don't even dress modest. That's already a red flag. You got to understand. But listen, if you want that girl with the yoga pants, go get that girl with the yoga pants. Your life is going to turn to shit. A literal shithole. And I'm trying to help guys stop falling for the lust. You chose the woman in yoga pants. Listen, any guy who meets a girl in yoga pants and is not at the gym, that's not genuine. Listen, you locked eyes with her, but instead of keeping an eye contact, you seen her yoga pants and you walked over there and asked for her number. Listen, that's not genuine. A lot of these dudes have lust. And listen, in the melanated community, I gotta warn you guys. There's gatekeepers in the melanated community. Well, if you go against the agenda, they're going to call you by. If you retain in your seed, don't tell women until you meet that modest, nice woman. Listen, they want to Dr. Umar you. Listen, the melanated community are bullies. They want to Dr. Umar you. They want you to stay strictly in the melanated community. This is why they try to control melanated women. Yes, they'll try to control melanated women. They try to control her using her car and using her house. They're using melanated women. They're trying to control them. And I'm here to tell you, listen, that's what happens when you compare yourself to race. That's what happens when you believe in race. And you don't see every color as just a spirit inside of a flesh body. The skin tone, the skin color does not make you a good or bad person. The spirit makes you a good or bad person. It's somebody's spirit. It's not this color of their skin. Listen, if I try to preach this positivity that's actually going to change your life in a godly way, the melanated community will not support this. But if you sell Don Julio on Friday nights, listen, the melanated community, they'll give you thousands of dollars. all to get drunk and not control their actions, not to control themselves, and have drive-bys and DDT women behind the closed doors like DDG. Listen, in the melanated community, they want to protect pimps at all costs, even women. That's why I said, do not limit yourself to just dating in your race. Listen, if you don't want to date inside your race, go date outside of your race. People will judge you for that, but you can't worry about people judging you, because people judging you don't pay your bills. They're judging you, but they don't even live for God. They're judging you, but they think they are God. Make it make sense. Listen, they're judging you, but their 5 last relationships didn't work out. They're judging you, but their last 8-year relationship failed. It failed long, hard 8 years of you just playing games. Grown men are 40 years old still playing games with women. They're still trying to date. Listen, you gotta leave dudes alone. That's why I tell people be an introvert. Listen, I'm 23 years old. They don't want the average 23-year-old to know how to become a man. They think you gotta be 60 years old to become an actual man. They think a 23-year-old is not smarter than a 60-year-old man. Well, I'm here to tell you that elders, they're lying to you. They're telling you unnatural ways to go attract women. Listen, they're not telling you what I'm telling you. I'm telling you to get established. You need to get women off of your mind. You need to get sex off of your mind. You need to get lust off of your mind. You are not established. A lot of dudes, they need to work on controlling their own desires. They're not even in control of their own body. But they want to control you and the woman. Listen, I believe in the rules of the Titanic. Women and children must be saved first. I repeat, I believe in the rules of the Titanic. Women and children should be saved first. But a lot of dudes, they want to take from women. They want to blame the woman for being an evil woman, when they're the ones walked up and got the number. They're the guys. Those are the guys, the pimps, the AKA Divine Nine members who think they're better than the whole world. But listen, even the Divine Nine still blames the YT man. So listen, anybody who is a victim could never be a leader in my eyes. You're not a leader. You're a victim. Listen, the world hurt you, okay? The world hurt you. Even though you allowed the world to hurt you. They want you to blame everybody else except for yourself. When you don't take accountability, listen, this is feminine. This is not manly stuff. Listen, manly men take full accountability for every action that happens in their life. Listen, if you get with a woman who wears yoga pants and shows moose knuckle like Glorilla said, and 5 years later you find out she cheated on you, I don't think you should be mad. I don't think you should DDT her. I don't think you should black her eye. I think you should walk away from the game, because you're both playing. You're playing games. You have grown people in 2025 that play games. Listen, a masculine man, a manly man does not play games. A manly man is serious. He takes life serious. He takes his last name serious. So the woman that he sleeps with, he takes that serious. Because there's a possibility you could have a child. What, do you want to have a child in O Block? What, do you want to have a child in Section 8? You're proud to be a Section 8 parent? Listen, they want you to be a loser. Society wants you to be a loser. This is why you can't go to college. Listen, don't go to college. Listen, you could become a multi-millionaire on YouTube. All you need to do is create content and get you a 9-to-5. Listen, do not go to college. Unless you, I don't know. You might want to have $200K in student loan debt. I don't know. Everybody different. Some people actually love paying student loan debt off while they're 75 years old. That's not us. Listen, we're going to experience freedom. They're in bondage. And they're also going to stay in bondage. Listen, I keep telling these people in a melanated community, They don't realize that there is no saving this community. You could save a handful of people, because a handful of people, those are the people who just, like, they're trying to fit in, but they know it's not right. So those are the people you can save. You can save a handful of people, but you cannot save the entire world. Listen, there's dudes in the melanated community be 87 years old and they will still victimize the white man. Listen, it's 2025. We literally have melanated billionaires. There's a such thing as a melanated billionaire, a colored billionaire, male and woman, in 2025. And y'all want us to focus on a movie Sinners based on 1930. Who cares about 1930 in 2025? How will 1930 impact my life positively in 2025 when I was not born in 1930? I only know stuff that people told me. But the Bible told me to trust in no man but God. That's what happens when you trust people. They'll tell you anything. They don't care about you. They don't pay your rent. They don't care about you. Listen. Who you want me to believe think that care about me for real? The 9 to 5 that's paying me $400, or the hater who called me the N-word but blame white Semen for calling them the N-word, and they think that they're a victim. But whole time, nothing's holding them back but their self. Like, they don't even know what the white man that's supposedly holding them back in life even looks like. What type of clothes does this guy wear? Who's holding you back? I just want to see the guy. So that's why I'm an introvert. Because if you're an extrovert, they want you to believe like it's just some white dude. He's just got all this money and he's just holding everybody back in life. Listen, this is all lies. That's why you won't be successful, because you'll believe that. So listen. That's just like my topic, like, what actually is rich? Because my definition of rich would be like, 8 to 10 million. In Cape Town, Africa, or Asia. I got $10 million in Asia. Listen, I'm rich. But to a billionaire, he might think he's poor with 10 million. It just depends on like where. I mean, you feel me? If you want to settle down in Dubai and live in Dubai and raise a family for 40 years, and you don't want to sleep on the side of the road, I mean, 10 million wouldn't be enough. It depends on your end game. But listen, I believe in keeping life simple. They want to make life so hard. They want to smash the girl from the back. They don't even love her. They have a baby with a woman that they don't love. They want to make their life hard. And then when their life ends up being hard, they want to blame the woman and the white man. How you gonna blame not only the white man, but you're blaming a black woman? But you decided to hit it from the back. The white man didn't tell you to have 7 kids out of wedlock. The white man never told you to do that. Your own brain told you to do that. Your own lust told you to do that. And you followed the program. But then they get the blame white T-man. Listen, this is why rich people don't come around victimhood mindsets. The reason you don't have rich friends is just look at the people you listen to. And listen, we don't want rich friends at all. Listen, unless they're online. Unless they're online and we just have meetings about strength and advice on manhood, on manly men. Other than that, listen, we're not friends. Because people, they want to tell you, oh, you want to have 10 kids with one woman? Oh, you're not a dad. Listen, people will actually tell you that. Just because they only could afford 2 children in America because they had no resources to afford 7. Let's be for real. If I'm gonna have kids, I'm gonna do it big, or I'm not gonna do it at all. Listen, I'd rather have 0 kids than just have 2. Listen, if I'm gonna have 2, I might as well have 10. Listen, I want to have 10 kids in 10 different beach houses all throughout different parts of the country. Different parts of the countries with an S. Listen, these dudes ain't the world class champion. They want to be the champion of their city, of their state. Listen, these guys are local and they worry about local women. Listen, as world class champions of the world, of more than conquerors, like the Bible told us, as manly men, listen, we're not worried about no local female. We're not worried about the women that's local. Listen, we treat the local women with royalty. And the reason I say we treat the local women with royalty is because you could actually be put to death for touching the royals. If you touch the royals, you will be put to death. So that's what I'm saying. Don't touch these women out here. Listen, they want you to focus on a local woman. We got to treat the local women like royals, like queens. We don't do anything with them. We don't sleep with them. Besides, how you doing today? You look amazing. We just keep it at simple stuff like that. We're not linking up and having and drinking wine, and whining. They want you to drink wine with them and wine. We're not whining. Listen, we're serious men. And in the Matrix, they do not want serious men at all. Listen, most melanated women, they love feminine guys. Listen, if you're on the feminine type, Diddy Party type side, listen, melanated women, they will take